As you think through some of the artifacts here, what were some of those disruptive inventions or scientific breakthroughs that you want to showcase for folks to understand?
Yeah, so it breaks my heart to tell the story of when the United States didn't have human intelligence in the Soviet Union.
Mm.
So it was the scientists that figured out how to build platforms. And one of those platforms ended up being the U-2 plane, I think still in service in the United States, a reconnaissance aircraft. The
Mm.
SR-71 flew in space, essentially, to collect intelligence in the Soviet borders. That was technical innovation. There were the skunk works on the West Coast. You're familiar with
Mhm.
that, the concept of bringing scientists together in disruptive thinking and challenging people on whiteboards. That all happened. Lockheed Martin, was the developer of the U-2. So it's really important to note that intelligence became a mother of invention in some respects. And you saw that with, again, aircraft that were used to collect intelligence. When we didn't have agents on the ground in the Soviet Union, and we had to understand what were the capabilities, the nuclear capabilities that the Soviets were developing. Were their forces arrayed to attack the West? These kinds of things were solved by technicians and engineers and scientists. So I love that you walk through the museum and you get a sense for that. Or as I just shared recently, the idea that Howard Hughes, a billionaire, lent cover support to a CIA operation to use a giant, essentially a claw that went to the Pacific Ocean to bring a submarine to the surface. That submarine may or may not have had nuclear weapons on it, but at the end of the day, it was scientists that figured out how to bring that Soviet sub, how to recover it in the Pacific Ocean. CIA officers figured out what the cover story was going to be, deep sea exploration, but it was the scientists, it was individuals that were problem solvers had to figure out how can we bring this submarine up? How can we maintain the security of bringing that submarine up?